Students receive a chilling poly alert late Tuesday night over an active shooter threat.
And first 2-for-1s, now Pint Night, the Substance Use and Abuse Committee now has a new target.
Plus, the Cal Poly women's basketball team battled blue-green rival UC Santa Barbara for 3rd place in the Big West Conference. We'll tell you the results in today's show.
Broadcasting from Swanson Studios, you're watching Mustang News.
Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Mustang News. Today is Thursday, February 22nd. I'm Nick Gonzalez.
And I'm Haley Pride. Here are the top stories for this week. Classes were reportedly a little emptier this Wednesday, February 21st, after an active shooter threat circulated online, less than 1 week after 17 people were killed in a shooting at a Florida high school. It started on Tuesday night with a post on Instagram reading in part, "Poly students, there has been word of a school shooter threatening to shoot the school tomorrow. Do whatever you got to do to not be harmed." University police investigated the post and determined that there was no credible threat. A poly alert was sent out early Wednesday morning saying that the campus would remain open and classes would continue as scheduled. UPD investigation later determined that the post was in fact referring to Long Beach Poly High School. Several arrests have been made. Despite that, students expressed their thoughts and concerns from this potential threat.
Just deal with things as they come. You know, if it was like a severe threat, you know, like they were pursuing someone, I might feel differently.
I don't feel like perfectly safe, but I feel decently safe.
I was really scared, especially because of what had happened recently in Florida, especially because it was going around a lot of people, a lot of different people, not just my friends were sending it to me.
Get behind something solid. Use your backpack if you have a lot of books in it.
The end of 2-for-1 drinks downtown caused a lot of backlash among students on campus. Now, according to the Substance Use and Abuse Committee, talk of ending a tradition that originated in the early 80s is also on the rise. Mustang News reporter Lauren Ibsen has the story.
After seeing the departure of 2-for-1s, SUAC, or the Substance Use and Abuse Advisory Committee, is setting its sights on a new target.
At the meeting, they were very clear that they're interested in taking actions on campus and downtown to eliminate binge drinking. So the instances of binge drinking, which of course lead to a number of adverse outcomes. There's drunk driving, there's public drunkenness, there's noise, there's all that sort of thing.
Pint Night may be the next to go. At this point, it is only talk, but things could start moving forward. Some students find the prospect to be unreasonable because they don't see Pint Night as being a problem.
Pint Night is one of the nights that I look forward to because you can catch up with friends and it's a casual environment. So the fact that it is stemming back onto binge drinking is pretty ridiculous, and I think it's honestly just a way for administration in the city just to get involved more than it's necessary.
After doing away with 2-for-1s, public officials will take a look at the quarterly data and determine whether or not Pint Night is the next target.
They're not required to reduce 2-for-1s or Pint Night, but perhaps based on the recommendations of local law enforcement in the interest of public safety and cooperation, they're taking these under effect. So right now, I understand discussions are happening around campus and around town with respect to Pint Night and the opening of the bars. It remains to be seen what's going to happen, but we do have a meeting next week.
Lauren Ibsen, Mustang News.
Local businesses Slow Brew and Frog and Peach declined to comment at this time.
A new yoga studio in San Luis Obispo is making its mark on the community. Owners Laura and Jason Rogers share their journey with Soul Yoga. Sydney Brandt has the story.
Soul Yoga Studio opened its doors in San Luis Obispo this year and is stretching to serve those in the community.
So I think our intention was just to create a space where, people can come and teachers can teach in a passionate way.
This past Sunday, Laura and Jason Rogers hosted a yoga charity event.
Exhale, hands into the mat.
Donating 100% of the proceeds to the organization Rise, due to their passion for both yoga and service.
It's such an amazing, amazing organization, and we really want to be able to give back. So we're like, why don't we take both the foundation and this and kind of combine them to make, something that's really special that creates awareness.
Inhale to rise at warrior one. Right hip draws back.
The event was a yoga marathon.
And also slowly lower and hold.
consisting of 45-minute sessions of both hatha and slow flow classes.
Feet, lift your heels up and slowly lower down.
Especially with midterms and everything, you just have those days where you just think, how am I gonna get through the day? What can I do? And every time I step on my mat, it just releases all of that stress, and I'm able to do everything with so much more ease and a sense of calmness.
And then rolling the spine back up.
Sydney Brandt, Mustang News.
Coming up, we have the highlights from Cal Poly women's basketball's win over UCSB last night.
Team of MMJs, multimedia journalists, who cover all news on campus, from administration to student life to any protests that happen on campus. We really just have our finger on the pulse of Cal Poly. Journalism is reporting on the facts at all times because we have to, regardless of whether or not people may disagree.
So I'm in charge of making sure that the paper is distributed every Tuesday morning, because that's when the new editions come out. I think my job, the most important thing with my job is that it gets the papers out there for them to actually read. Without my position and my guys, my delivery drivers and my brand ambassadors, the papers would not be seen every week on campus, essentially.
Hello and welcome back to Mustang News. I'm Sydney Brandt with your weather forecast for this week. Today is Thursday, February 22nd, and here in San Luis Obispo, our high today is only about 56 degrees with a low of 36. We're going to be seeing partly cloudy skies, a little bit of wind, and 20% chance of rain tonight. So be sure to stay dry if you're heading out to Farmers Market if you're going to be outside this evening. Now looking into our North County forecast for this week, we're going to be seeing consistent temperatures all around, about mid to high 50s. Our highest temperature here in San Luis Obispo, as well as Paso Robles with a high of 57. Our lowest weather in North County is going to be in Santa Margarita with 54 degrees. Now looking into South County and extended, again, we're going to be seeing mid to high 50s, Santa Maria and Guadalupe with 57 as our high, and Orca is going to be 54 with our lowest temperature. And now we're going to be moving into our beaches in Avila Beach, Pismo, and Oceano. They're going to be our highest beaches temperatures this weekend. Cayucas and Morro Bay are going to be a little bit cooler with 56 and 54. So be sure to bundle up if you are planning to go to the beach this weekend. Now moving into our 5-day forecast, tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, clear skies, pretty sunny. We're going to be picking up temperatures. Saturday 61, Sunday 66 is going to be our highest temperature we're going to see this weekend. Then on Monday, we're actually going to drop 6 degrees, cloudy skies, a little bit of rain, and then again on Tuesday, still cool temperatures, but we'll be having more of sun and a little bit of clouds in there too. So it's going to be pretty cool this weekend. Be sure to stay warm, and that is all of the weather I have for you today. We're going to send it back over to Katie with sports.
Thanks, Sydney. Hello, I'm Katie Peterson with your latest sports update. The women's basketball team defeated UC Santa Barbara last night in a back-and-forth thriller. Mustang News reporter Lauren Plume has your highlights.
The Cal Poly women's basketball team is looking to snap a 2-game losing streak against blue-green rival UC Santa Barbara. Starting things off, a huge 3-point play by Dinleo Pepe pulls the Mustangs within 3 in the first quarter. In the second quarter, Alicia Hernandez drains a 3 to put the Gauchos up by 7. Dinleo Pepe steps around the defender and lays one up to help fuel a 13-point run for the Mustangs. Now on to the second half. Dinleo Pepe can't be stopped. She gets the ball and lays down the law, or should I say lays up. Mustangs now lead by 3. Drea Toller hits a layup to tie the game at 63-63. After back-to-back offensive rebounds by Dinleo Pepe, Devin Stanback completes the play to put the Mustangs up by 4. With the clock winding down, Dinleo Pepe gains possession and holds on. Mustangs win it 73-72. The Mustangs are looking to make it 2 in a row when they take on Cal State Fullerton in their final home game of the year Saturday night in Mott Athletic Center.
It is week 2 of our very own Daniel Sanchez's segment, Daniel Does Your Sport. Let's see what he's up to this week.
Hi, I'm Daniel Sanchez with Mustang News here for another week's edition of Daniel Does Your Sport. This week we take on Adley Van Winden and the beach volleyball team. Let's see how this goes.
You're gonna put your left hand out first, and then your right hand on top of each other, and then you put your thumbs together, and then you want to keep it completely flat, and like rotate your arms out as much as you can, yeah, to touch them together. That's your platform where you hit the ball like this.
Boom, boom. So left foot up.
Left foot forward, left hand
Left
out.
hand, belly button.
Yeah, facing
That
there.
way.
Arm up.
Arm up above the ponytail.
Yeah.
So it's toss, step,
contact.
boom, boom. Okay, so toss,
Step, contact the diamond.
Okay.
You put it up to your hairline.
All right, there we go.
Then you take it apart like 2 to 3 inches. Spread your fingers. And then when the ball comes, you want to like kind of let it fall into it and push out. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just like that. Looks good. Perfect.
All right, let's do this game. Oh!
Get out.
Oh, that is so bad.
Good shot.
All right, we're done here. Week 2 of Daniel Does Your Sport, also loss number 2 of Daniel Does Your Sport. Be sure to tune in next week to see what sport I do and hopefully get a W in.
And that's all the sports action we have for this week. We'll be right back after the break.
Our mission for this year is to basically get the news first so that Cal Poly students are aware. Like so far to start off the beginning of the year, there have been things such as like parking and bus routes, and students have so many questions about that. And so that kind of goes to what I want to do for this year, and is I want to get that information out to students. Good journalism means that we are getting the story out, but that it includes all the information, that it answers all the questions that people are asking.
The theater department is putting on the play The Resistible Rise of Arturo Ui, but with a twist. Mustang News reporter Cal Hobman has the story.
Despite the play, The Resistible Rise of Arturo Ui's male-dominated cast list, multiple female Cal Poly students have been given some of the show's main roles in Cal Poly's upcoming production. English and Theater Arts junior Catherine Curran plays the role of Butcher, a wealth-driven, overweight man. In a way, she finds it easier to play the opposite gender.
It's almost harder when you get closer to who you are. It's harder to make it real and not too close to yourself. So it was really fun to play like something totally opposite of me and like something very extreme.
When casting the show, Cal Poly professor and director Josh Mackimer recognized that the playwright created flexibility with its characters in the show.
Brecht, as a theater practitioner, it really allows for this storytelling that's not gender specific, it's more issue specific.
Business freshman Mira Talwalker has come to appreciate the freedom that playing a male role has given her.
Sometimes when you play female characters, you get like put into a box, and like with male characters, there's a lot that you can do, and I don't know, just like you like shut off. It's weird, but it was really nice.
Callan Hobman, Mustang News.
The play opens next Thursday, and tickets can be purchased on the PAC website.
Starting this winter quarter, the rock wall at Cal Poly's Rec Center stays open for an extra hour on Thursdays. A new event, called Women at the Wall, invites women of all levels of experience to climb in a supportive environment. At the event, women staff members share climbing tips and help beginners to get on the wall. Marine science freshman Noelle Clark says the climbing community at the wall is usually dominated by strong climbers trying difficult routes. But Women's Night is a place where women can climb without feeling intimidated to try something new.
Like intro level routes, and like I had done it before, but it was like the most cheering I'd ever gotten for doing a V1, and it was so cool to have everyone like around here just being supportive.
Women at the Wall is held Thursdays from 5 to 6 at the Rec Center's Rock Wall. That is all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Haley Pride.
And I'm Nicholas Gonzalez. Have a wonderful day.